Listen, I mean, listen. You know who else is so invested in her man? I mean, her son. You know what I mean? Jayden Daniel's mom. You know what I mean? You want to talk about being really invested? I mean, listen, there are some people who feel like, yo, she's just an overprotective mom holding it down by now. I don't know if you guys saw there was a clip where there's a party that he was at just doing his thing, and Mom Dukes was in the background. The brother's 25. Mom Dukes is in the background. You know what I mean? I think he was like dating, I forgot her name, but she was kind of in the foreground, all up in his business. Apparently, she's trying to make sure ain't no hoochies trying to just jump on this gravy train. But some people are questioning whether or not she is too invested, even for a mom of a 25-year-old. I've heard what's the term again you guys mentioned in pre-pro? Mother husband?
Son
Mother
husband.
son husband?
Son husband.
Yes. So is this, I mean, I know it's a thing, so maybe we can talk a little bit about if we think there is much ado about nothing here, but also expand the conversation so we can talk about those women who are marrying their sons. What are you guys' thoughts on this conversation?
I would love to jump on this one initially because initially when I first saw this, I was like, this is a overprotective mom who's making sure the scallywags isn't trying to take advantage of her son. She's making sure that she's there for him, providing him guidance and everything. But then I saw the clip where she was sitting between him and a girl, and he was talking over the girl. They were talking over the mother to the girl, and likewise. And then I saw another clip where she was dancing in the background like they in a club. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on a second. This ain't right. So now I'm starting to feel like maybe she's blocking her son from actually being in a relationship. And this is taking that whole mama's boy to a whole new term because the mama's boy actually was part of that husband son or son husband relationship dynamic where in reality, because he didn't have, and I don't even know if the father was in the home or not. So please let me know if that's the case. But oftentimes when we see this, and especially in the Black community, it's because there is a absentee of the father in the home. And so they start treating their children, and particularly their son, as if that's their husband and making him the man of the house and putting these expectations on him to put her first. And so, and it's part of that, they start blocking other women, actually get jealous of other women who approach their son because they're already thinking that woman is going to replace them in their son's life. And so initially I was like, oh, she's just being overprotective. But then when she was popping up, they said she pop up in clubs, she pop up at parties with them. And I'm like, it's not that much over. Where your man at, woman? Like, what
Facts.
are you doing? Like, why are you everywhere with your son? He 25. Let that man grow up. Take the titty out his mouth. And so it was like, I don't understand this, right? Exactly. Like, put him on a bottle. Let's get some weaning going on here. And I'm just confused by the whole dynamic when I see this. And I understand where it originated, but we're not going to talk about the origin story of how this mother, husband, son situation came about because it goes back to a time where women, particularly, well, I'll just talk about it anyways. Slave women felt like they had to protect their sons, and so they were overprotected from there, and it just continued on. It's like a whole bunch of different dynamics in place, but we don't have time to talk about all that. So I'm just gonna say, get you a man, get out your son's life like that. You can still be there, but you don't have to be literally blocking, because at this point you are cock blocking. Now I'm pretty sure he's still getting some on the side or wherever the hell he getting some at, but you are interfering with his ability to have relationships with other women because you're right there in the center. And nothing say I'm in the center like a picture where he's literally sitting on this side and the woman sitting on that side and you sitting right in the middle.
Well, if he had wanted his mom to move over, he should have asked her to. And the fact that he didn't say, maybe he wasn't really into that girl. Maybe he just was looking over like, maybe. And his mom was like, girl, her breath stank. Or maybe his mama had the inside read. His mom is his wingman. Okay? She's his wingman. When she sees the right woman, she'll tap him on the shoulder. She'll be like, baby, that one right there. They'll pull him. Who knows what they'll all do together? You know what I'm saying? That's his wing woman, man. Y'all misinterpreting the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because either that, or I think she's messing up as a parent, right? Because as a parent, you're supposed to prepare your child for life without you, right? The ultimate goal is to build them up so they don't need you. They can do what they got to do, right? For when you're gone, because we all leave off the scene at some point. So if she got to be next to him all the time for supervisory purposes and she messing up, because at 25, you should have raised this man to go in and be able to read a room. If he can't read the room, let's put him on some games so he can do that. Right? So that's my thing with it. Overprotective, I don't know if she's overprotective. I would hope she's there for the right reasons. But I would say if she is there, because she doesn't think this man could discern, you know what I'm saying, the right from the wrong when he's out, then, you know what I'm saying, I would say, ma'am, I think, hopefully your intensive training is done by the time he really hits his streak and stardom, because otherwise this is not going to end well. Yeah, that's what I got to say about it. But anyway, maybe there's nothing nasty going on. Y'all so nasty all the time.